Butch, you ready? All right, come on, let's go. Good boy. Good. Sit. Yes. Sit. Good. Sit. Yes. Okay. Butch is a very handsome Belgian Malinois. He's here at camp with us for 6 weeks, polishing up all of his basics, primarily working on, Butch, come on, let's go. Good. Off-leash training. And the long line is a very important tool at this phase in the game. And pretty soon, probably in about a week or so, we're going to introduce him to the e-collar. But we want to have him have a really solid baseline without that tool before moving to it. And this guy's doing really, really well. Really even-tempered, cool, sweet, good-hearted dog. We really enjoy having him a whole bunch. He really doesn't do anything bad. He's a very, very calm Malinois, just very like this all the time, mellow, good-hearted, wanting to please. And he came in like this. He really doesn't have the desire to be confrontational. He gives a little bit of a bark when people first come in, but then, you know, warms up really quick and wants to be your friend. Really, really cool dog. So I want to let him sniff a whole bunch and enjoy the sights. I don't want to be hammering him with commands, but what we're looking for here primarily is, oh, good, that when I change direction, that he's kind of checking in with me and, you know, he's following. He's not kind of going off doing his own thing. And he really naturally is gravitated towards his handlers, and he tends to want to stay by people and kind of has that natural tendency to do so. And even being an intact male, we've not seen too much wandering with this guy, or, you know, the typical distractions that you see in association with intact males. Butch, come! Oh, good. Let's get it. Sit. No, sit. Yes, good. Sit. Now remember, guys, if the dog's not doing the sit or any behavior, no. Sit. Yes, sit. If the dog's not executing the behavior you want in a fraction of a second, that means they're in error. We don't want to condition sit to be do it 2 seconds from now. So if he doesn't do it as soon as I say the command, no sit, no sit, yes, good, when he finally does it. And I want to release from the sit, not backing up, because then I'm going to teach him that the next behavior in the sequence is to break. So, yeah, good. Mark and reward here. Okay, and then release. We're going to do a couple more directional changes, and on the final sit, I'd like to get a little bit more distance with it. We're going to have to check you for some ticks when we get back, dude. Just a word on ticks, guys. You know, whether you're using prevention or not, there's no avoiding it, especially at this time of the year. So give your dogs a thorough check. The good news is most of the ticks that are prevalent right now are dog ticks. They're not disease-carrying ticks. So the big ticks you see right now are usually dog ticks, and it's really the deer ticks that are vectors of your more worrisome diseases. So if you find any really small ticks that are like the size of a pinhead and really difficult to find, they're going to kind of have a red, God bless you, they're going to kind of have a red sheen to them on the abdomen. Those are the bad ticks, so we want to really watch out for those. Come on, let's go. Butch, come. Oh, good. Good boy. Nice high tail. And we're not heeling, so he doesn't need to be right by my side. We're out here sharing this walk. This is the example of a non-structured walk, guys, where the dog is certainly allowed to sniff, they're allowed to go ahead, they're allowed to lag back a little bit. Only real rule here is come when I call you and, you know, follow your commands when they're given to you. Really cool dog, guys. I'm gonna deviate, and he follows. Sit. No, sit. No, sit. Yes, good. Sit. So another thing to consider too, when you're working on a surface that your dog is not typically used to, like the grass is a little taller, it was just cut and it's wet here. Sit. Good. Sit. So he's gonna be a little bit more hesitant to execute a behavior on a surface that's not comfortable than what he's done it on 30,000 times. So sit means sit no matter where or what. Yes, sit. And it means to hold it. No, sit, and have that self-control. And I want to be able to give him feedback and speak at a distance to know that the only word that gets him up is his release. But I don't at this point want to recall him from here. Big emphasis again, guys, on the return to. Yes. Okay, and then the release. All right, guys, so that's a quick update on Butch. We're gonna finish off our walk. We're actually out here tracking down some rabbits right now. It's not too active of a night, and Butch is the man to help me out with that. Isn't that right, sir? All right, we're gonna catch everyone later. Take care now.